Well, on the hunt, or I'm on the hunt for bees. More bees. Because I'm gonna be working on trying to maybe get more bees. On the hunt for bees, because I'm gonna be expanding the bee farm eventually. As well as getting more dirt. Nope, not more dirt, more iron. And dirt. I need both. But then again, I'm working towards getting iron. So, I can get at least 20 iron, or 6 iron, because I only have 6 mercury shards, because mercury shards are a bitch to get. Until I get either charcoal or bread. Which eventually takes a long time to cook. Which eventually leads to more charcoal, which eventually leads to iron. Which leads to eventually 14 mercury shards. Which leads to... Oh, I know, I wasn't getting mercury shards or charcoal for mercury. I was getting it for the iron. The salts. My head can only work so far. So fast and so far. But then again, I'm not an intelligent person. So need... Because eventually I will get iron, which will let me move on within the game. Like making a cauldron and making samplings eventually. But I need more iron. That's kind of the fun part to make any of these seeds. Which I need to get a decent amount, which is basically 6. Which would get me the watering can, which would let me do everything quicker, and then after that I can craft a watering can. And once after I have the watering can, I can get some of these. Makes this life easier, as well as getting some ingredients for that fucking... Oh, what is it called? For the witch cauldron. That's going to be something that I'm going to need to be required, as well as getting some things for everything else. And without letting that cook, it gets me enough iron for this. And I can make the cauldron. And then I can make a witch cauldron. And to do that, I need to make... Oh, what is it called? Bone meal, Arctic Coke, or water, and the other thing. But none of it wants to work because you need, and it didn't even detect me making cauldron, which is really fun. So I'm gonna go fix that and go make another one, so I can move on to the movements. Need more, just a bit more iron, and then I can fix all these issues. And it seems that something happened with my audio. But made the cauldron, that's good. Now just to make the other saplings, which requires me to make Munderous. So basically how you do that is you need to make a campfire, which I didn't end up making because I'm a very smart person. And after you make a campfire, you can just basically throw the ingredients in. If you threw them in the right order, it would create the proper thing. But I ended up screwing that up. So you get to kind of go from start to fresh. And now I get to go make some of these. Main problem is I'm not going to have enough bone meal, which has kind of been the main problem, is I don't have enough bone meal. And I'm going to have to get a bunch more, because I need to get saplings. And let's get all those, and let's start getting some saplings. What is this? Saplings. Birch, oak, and cherry. And kind of spread that throughout now. I just need to get, I guess, look at the draw. Which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Signpost travel, not the most important thing, but making a stone axe that would be able to mine stuff like that is actually pretty important. And then making the witch iron, which I need more iron for, which means I need to go have fun with making more salt. Which I actually had made, which is, I am kind of lucky on that. But with that, get to go make some iron. Which then I get to make, what is it called? Why am I struggling? A witch's iron, or a witch's oven. So, that's the fun thing. Now, need to make iron, and then lets me craft the witch's oven. And then to make the fume funnel, I need copper, iron, lava, and the caramel stuff. But that's pretty easy to make, assuming that you just be able to craft it. Assuming I'm smart. So I'm gonna go find lava, and I'm gonna go find some clay and copper. Or it's clay, yeah. Clay and sand, not copper. Which I ended up having to go digging and running around forever to try and find a lava source because I didn't really want to go cave exploring. And having to constantly fight husks are only so much fun you can get out of fighting husks without having to worry to die or worry about breaking your armor, or I don't even really have armor. Breaking your tools, because fuck me. And of course, I could've, I realize, as I'm going down here, that I could've got water, but I'm kinda too lazy to go back up, and I have just enough, cobblestone to make it down there. So let's kind of see what we can do. And we almost kill ourselves. Because why not? But luckily, with that, I can just build my way up without having to worry about dying. And of course, I'm only at a quarter of a health. Well, not a quarter. 2 hearts. Now I'm at 1. And with that, I actually got out without dying. And I'll be slowly kind of making my way back down to back home, but I have to end up fucking killing all of these and getting back. Took a while, but I went out kind of exploring to go grab more copper and kind of and with that, I can end up making some of the witch's, what is it called? Funnel, I think it's called. Just need a few more iron to make an iron block, and then I can finish making the thing. Because I have everything else. Make those rock ornament things. Empty my inventory. And then we can make the funnel. Which then leads us to need to craft whatever is next. But that can only be done so quickly. Any day now, it will let me craft the funnel. And I didn't actually eat up my bucket, so I'm thankful for that. Ow. With that, you need to create a golden leaf. Which ends up needing to craft fiber, which ends up spreading the golden leaf stuff into the leaves. At which point you get the golden power. But to make that, I'm gonna need a lot of saplings. Which is the fun part, is I need rowan sapling as well as hawthorn. So, and I'm gonna try and grab any other saplings that I can, but with how my luck is looking, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time grabbing and fishing, because the only way to really get a good source of bone meal that's not from killing skeletons is chopping, or not, what is it called? Chopping salmon and chopping cod. It gets me a decent amount of food, but gets me bone meal. Which will allow me to craft more fucking, what's it called? The energy thing. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. It's been a very long day. I need a bunch of more artichoke. And after that, after all that fun things, you get a bunch of wooden trees that have grown. And got me about 39, so I have to have luck in growing the rest of them. And I did get one of them, but I need to get the last one. Give me more logs. Well, not really logs, give me more saplings. Those are kind of what I need right now. I guess technically I could really just use the dead bushes, but I figured it'd be easier just mining some wood. Oak sapling, dark oak. Of course, you can't grab dark oak saplings unless I get all 4, so that's really fun. But at bare minimum, once we kind of got going, it's a lot easier to do. Acacia, dark oak, which gets me that. And now I just really need Hogworth? It's a really odd name. Hog something. But got a lot of rowan ones, but not the other one. Alder. Hawthorn. That's the word I'm looking for. Which is right there. So I got the really lucky one. But I figured I might as well try and get some more different types of breeds of saplings. Because just in case, what happens? Or what if I get something different? And then after all that, I'm just gonna let it grow. Come on, give me more oak wood. And at least this would allow me to get a bunch of logs, which allows me to craft more salt, which would get me more. Oh, I'm trying to think of a name as I'm doing this. More. Oh, yawn. Excuse me. More salt, which will eventually give me more iron. This is a constant cycle of iron. But having gotten eventually enough of what I need and able to make more chests, I can at least store some of the wood. Some of the items that I need. And I'm just gonna go kind of sit there and mine all the wood. As well as give myself some of the food. Because fuck my life if I cannot die. And then I'm thinking of just using the top chest for wood. And the other ones for other things, like the bees. Because eventually I'm going to have to go look into more how the bees work. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to do research into the bees as well as some of the seed stuff. I did see some stuff, but I didn't fully understand what it meant and how it did it. Yeah, see, like, they start producing a bunch of dried drones, but I'm not really sure how some of this stuff works. Like, how do the princesses work, or how does converting one into another? It's confusing. I remember watching one YouTuber way back, and he used to do what is it called? He did with this mod. But I forgot, and I don't really want to look it up right now. Maybe I will have to sit there and look all this up to try and find it, but we'll have to see. And of course that I forgot that. Yeah, I figured it might just be easier to craft one more. And with this, I get alder wood, and I'm gonna go get some acacia wood. And eventually get me some hog. A dark oak. I'm just gonna be the wood guy. And the wood guy is a never-ending supply of wood. Because why wouldn't it be? Oh, you know, this past week has been crazy. But I'm gonna go I'll tell the story on a different episode, but holy, this past month has been crazy with me moving. So sadly, people can't track me down to find my address because I moved. Too bad, so sad, I guess. Rest in peace. This makes life a lot easier mining, as well as getting all the dark oak saplings. Because who needs that big, fat, juicy tree? Eventually, I'm gonna find and destroy whoever invented this internet that I'm currently on is getting a pipe bomb thrown, a very joking pipe bomb thrown into their mailbox because this shit keeps disconnecting me. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I don't know. This is too much for my head. Eventually, I'm just gonna... Eventually, I'm just gonna look it up and figure out... Oh, excuse me. I'm totally not going to puke up my guts, and that would be really not fun, but who knows anything. And eventually, holy, the shit is taking so long to grow. But that gets me growing seeds, or saplings, which would give me the fucking gasp. The gasp? Or gas, I guess would rather be the proper word for it, but who knows? I'm not a very intelligent person. And more alder trees are going. It's kind of like I'm planting these and then I'm just mining them to make them back extinct. Like, oh hey, you're trying to repopulate the earth, but all the trees are just gonna die. Because you know what? I need my wood. I'm just gonna be pulling up like the Lorax, or not the Lorax. What was his name? Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'll think of it and I'll eventually figure out what his name was, but not today. Today is a calm mine, a bunch of trees, and work towards getting some of the whiffs up, and then eventually just passing out on my bed. Golden leaves gives me golden powder, which allows me to give other things. Eventually, keyword. Made extra beehives. And eventually I'm just gonna figure out how exactly these things work, because I'm not fully sure. But with 5 of them, like, yeah, I just don't know. But eventually I'm going to be able to get some of the fucking breath from these saplings, which I need. Not just birch, I need rowan, and of course it's not a guarantee. I need rowan, which of course gives me on the first try spruce, and which doesn't work, and Harinth or Hawthorn words. Why are they so hard today? And of course, why would that work? After mining quite a bit, I got some more hawthorns, and I figured I might as well throw them in one at a time to see what I can get, and that got me that. And getting the spruce one is the next goal for eventually working towards getting the other thing solved. Eventually I will get everything done that I need to get done, but it's just a lot. I mean, at least I'm getting a lot of wood, and of course more husks, and an axe, and getting more birch, because those are they're currently 2 things that I need: birch and spruce trees. And eventually, after that, I am going to... Got no saplings from that. The amount of chance that that's happened is extremely rare, which kind of breaks, is wild to me. The fact that I got none of that, and I'm kind of getting screwed. It's like, what the fuck do I do? Besides cry, because life is so hard for me. And of course, now I just need, I just need fucking birch saplings and birch and spruce. I see, like, some of this, like, oh, mutations, but how do the mutations work? I need to do, like, full-on research into this stuff. And I think there's a way to tell what type of mutations they have by analyzing them. But I think the analyzer requires me to use or get redstone. And redstone is not something I know how to get at all. But who knows with life, because life loves throwing me curveballs after curveballs. But I believe in it. Eventually I will solve it. But with that, I think I'm done for today. Because I kind of got most of what I wanted to do, got some of the iron process, got a bunch of the stuff figured out. I just need to work on getting some of these seeds. This is something that confuses me. And some of the eventual fruits. And maybe some flowers, but yeah. Like I said, confuses me a lot. But eventually I'll be able to figure that out. And I believe in me. Not really. I don't necessarily believe in me 100%. That's something that I'm going to be looking into next episode and or the episode after that. Eventually I'm going to figure it out though. But with that, I'm going to finish mining this tree. And then I'm going to say thank you all for watching, and I am gonna see you guys in the next episode, and hopefully we can get some more progress on towards finishing chapter 2 or chapter 1, I think, because I think I finished the prologue. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a good rest of your day or night wherever you're at, and I will see you in the next episode.